Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me. How are you all doing? Hope everyone is fine. Are you sure you're fine? Okay, thank God. Yes, it's me with yet another video. In today's video, I'll be telling you all there is to know when it comes to building your self-confidence at work. Any work you find yourself. So let's just get right into the video. Guys, before I continue, I want to apologize for there's so much noise. I know there's a lot of background noise around. It's not my fault, it's the neighborhood I find myself, so please bear with me. Alright, so before I get into the video, I want to throw it out there that the things I'll be talking about are some of the things I've noticed helps me when it comes to maintaining my self-confidence. So it may not necessarily help you in that way, but I'm just giving you an idea of some of the possible things you can do when it comes to maintaining your self-confidence. I hope my suggestions will be as beneficial to you as they are to me. Enjoy the video. The first thing you have to do is to know yourself. Know your capabilities and believe in your capabilities. Do not allow someone to define you for you. You are the one who knows yourself, so know who you are, know what you are made up of, know your strengths and weaknesses, know where you thrive at and where you don't. And then approach your decisions in that way, or approach how you go about things in that way. So, know yourself. The next thing is to know your trade. You can't be a doctor and not know how doctors work. You can't be a teacher and not know what your job entails. Understand the work you are doing. Do the necessary research when it comes to your job role. Pay close attention to details that will make you function properly in your work. Strive to always be the best at your role. And it does not come by just sitting down and doing nothing. Get busy when it comes to your role. Don't just follow working protocols. Know the details of whichever work you are involved and be the best at it. When you know your work, nothing intimidates you because you have all the answers to any question that will be thrown at you, or ideas when it comes to solving a problem that is related to your work. And so you don't lose your confidence at any point in time. It's just like preparing well for an exams. You know that you have done the work, and so nothing intimidates you. You are not scared. The only time you get scared is when you are not prepared for whichever exams you are going to do, and so the least thing intimidates you. So you apply the same thing when it comes to your work. You prepare, you do the necessary research, you find ways of going about things effectively and in an optimized way, and so you are never shaken when problems arises or questions arises, because you know you have done your necessary background research and you know the necessary corrective actions to take when it comes to your work, and so your confidence when it comes to your work is never shaken. So know your trade. The next thing is that do not be afraid to ask for help. When you need help, do not be afraid. Never hesitate to ask for help when they need be. Forget about what people will think about you. If you know someone who can give you an idea or who can give you a little push when it comes to getting something done, it will save you a lot of time and avoid a lot of mistakes at the end of the day. Never be afraid to ask for help because of what the other person may probably think or perceive of you. Always ask for help when they need be. Another thing that is also very important is that do not allow people to project their fears on you. Do not allow people's insecurity or fear when it comes to accomplishing a task influence you or dampen your spirit or kill your self-confidence and make you doubt your capabilities. The fact that the person could not succeed in a particular role or a particular project does not mean that is the same story for you. What I am trying to say is that do not let people's insecurity when it comes to performing a particular task or their experiences they had with a higher authority define how you think you can succeed at a given task. I don't know if it makes sense, but I hope you get me. The baseline is that do not allow people to project their fears on you. I hope you understand it in your own way and you run with it. The next thing you can do to always stay confident when it comes to your job role is to always plan and schedule your work ahead of time and set goals for yourself. Setting goals will actually help you stay focused on the tasks ahead, and you will not be swayed by distractions here and there. If the aim is to complete a project by the end of the week, that is what you are focused on, that is what you are channeling your energy, and so you are not intimidated in any way. So plan ahead of time. Do not be afraid of criticisms. Do not be afraid when you are criticized. Do not be afraid when your job is criticized. See it as an opportunity to improve yourself, and do not let that discourage you from moving on or achieving the next target. See it as a means to help you improve upon whatever you are doing at the moment. So welcome criticisms and do not process them negatively. Avoid spirit dampers. Do not waste your time with people whose ultimate goal is to discourage you at the end of the day or say negative things every time. It's different from they criticizing your work or giving suggestions here and there or suggesting ways you could have done something better. But theirs is just to always pass a negative comment and always make statements that will dampen your spirit. Do not waste your time and energy trying to impress such people. If it is possible, distance yourself from them. Listen, it is different from giving a constructive criticism. I am saying avoid people whose ultimate goal, their aim is actually to always discourage you. Don't waste your time on such people. Do not take just any advice. It is not every advice that is good for you. Some people actually turn out to give advice they think will help you. That is why my first point was to know yourself, know your capabilities and what you are good at. Do not take just any advice. Just because it is coming from this person doesn't mean it is the right advice. I don't want to go into details with an experience I had when it came to this. But do not take just any advice. Refine, filter the advices you get. Filter them. It is not every advice that is meant for your good. So do not take just any advice. The next thing is to put in effort to be inspired every moment or every chance you get. If it is reading inspirational books, read it. If it is listening to podcasts, motivational podcasts, listen. If it's reading about successful people that would help you always be confident in who you are or be motivated to achieve set goals, do it. Just try as much as possible to be always inspired in any little way you can. So put in effort or invest in always being inspired. On that point, what I'll add is that always profess positivity. Even through trying situations, even in times where you know that it is very difficult, profess positivity. Profess positivity about you. Profess that. Try to be mindful of what you say about you, what you say about your work, what you say about how you go about your work. Be positive about your work. Avoid negativity. Don't say negative things because you are stressed. We are all guilty of it. Sometimes we become so stressed and do not see a way out of the situation we are in that we begin to say negative things about ourselves and the work we do. Let's try as much as possible to avoid that. There is power in our tongue. So be mindful of professing negative things. Let's not do that. Finally, the most important point to note that will help you stay confident wherever you are, not just your workplace, is to trust in God and what He says about you. Remember, you are the child of a king who created the heavens and the earth. The heavens and the earth and everything that is within. Listen, if God is on your side, who can be against you? So always remember what God says about you and function as such. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button, and after you subscribe, don't forget to click on the notification icon next to it. Be notified every time I upload a new video. Take good care of yourselves and stay blessed. I love you all.